which makes it worse. There's Neymar, Williams. Oh, yep, they're gonna score because this is how the game works. This is how it works. It makes no sense. I'm not even watching that. I'm not watching that. Hey guys, welcome back to the Remo HD channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Manchester United career mode. This is episode 59. So in today's episode, we are only going to be playing the Champions League round of 16 and the cup final at Wembley against Leicester City. And another thing I do want to cover is the games that we played off camera. So as you can see, we played Liverpool off camera, where we beat them 2-1. We also beat Arsenal 2-1 off camera as well. And we are going to take a look at the table to see how that reflects on the table. The thing is, we are missing out on a lot of big games in the Premier League as well because of the way the scheduling has fallen. Because realistically, if these big games wasn't like in between the Champions League and the Carabao Cup, I would have included them in this series, like playing them on camera. But because everything's just crammed together, we have Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool in a matter of games. It's just hard to just get all this content all in one video and trying to like keep it flowing as smooth as possible. So yeah, I apologize if you guys wanted to see a showdown, but I'm just not gonna play Liverpool for a bit. If you wanted to see a showdown between me and Arsenal, because that is always a good battle, and Chelsea, I sincerely apologize, but it's just the way everything's fallen and the pattern of these games. I feel like from now on to the end of the season, I'm mainly going to be covering the Champions League, the legs. So it'll be like the first leg and then the second leg in one video. So I think that's pretty much been my format since I started this channel. Like I said, we are going to catch up on the table. As you can see, we're 20 points clear. And this is exactly why it's a lot easier for me to just play Champions League right now, because we are completely running away with the league. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to catch us anytime soon. So yeah, when it comes to the league, we have 72 points. Liverpool have 52. They're level on points with Chelsea, who also have 52 as well. Arsenal, they have 50 points. And City, they have 49 points. So in terms of the squad and where they are at the moment, these are the stats that I'm currently looking at. So we have 34 goals in all comps from Adeyemi, 12 assists. Rashford, 18 goals in all comps, 13 assists. Crazy numbers. Willis, his first team season for Manchester United, he's got 20 goal involvements in 25 appearances. I predicted this guy was going to be a star, and he is. Frankie de Jong, he's worked out perfectly so far. 19 goal involvements in 36 appearances, 16 clean sheets, if that matters to him, because he is a part of that midfield and he does help defensively from time to time. Also, Sancho, 27 goal involvements. Some crazy numbers, man. I mean, we are the best side in the world in my save. So yeah, these players as individuals, they should be racking up numbers, because that prime Barcelona side, numbers were being shared out. Even though Messi stood out, people were putting up numbers too. And yeah, as you can see, my players, they're not mucking about this season. Okay, so we are going to head off into the first game of this episode. It's the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against RB Salzburg away from home. So yeah, I am going to be fielding a really strong side. I'm not going to make any changes to the main starting 11. What we're not going to do though is play in the snow. We are going to change that before we get into the game. But yeah, this is the starting 11 I have. David De Gea in goal, Delo at the back with Koundé and Nasir and Shaw. Barella's in the midfield with De Jong and Wirtz. On the right, we have Sancho up top, and then Adeyemi's in the middle, and Rashford's on the left. I was going to say left is on Rashford. Guys, I'm fried. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired. Okay, so yeah, and also before we get into this game, I'd like to apologize for like there being a bit of a gap between the episodes dropping. Is because yeah, I was on holiday when I first, not holiday, but I was away from work when I first started season 5, and then gradually going into season 5, I went back to work. So yeah, the schedule's been a bit mad, hence why I'm a bit laid back and tired and chilled out and mellowed out, because yeah, I just need to, this game was probably gonna wake me up. So yeah, let's get into the game. I'm doing a lot of talking. European football's back. This is the best part of European football, the knockout phase. And I feel like this is the first time we've been like handed a favourable draw. RB Salzburg, One of the easiest sides I've been drawn against in around the 16, but they're not an easy side. Okay, so everything's kicked off while I was adjusting the camera. They've already given the ball away to me. We're attacking to the left. Salzburg are attacking to the right. It's not really an intimidating atmosphere so far. Everybody's just hissing and whistling. Normally when I kick off a Champions League game, the crowd are just really loud and ignorant. Not really caring about me having to concentrate. Here's a Delo. Put the ball in. The ball's cleared out. Not good enough. Adeyemi gets a head onto it and it hits the bar. Just realised Adeyemi's faced off against his former club. There's a Wirtz. Takes a shot. Save. Okay, so we have a corner kick now. So I'm going to put this ball into the box. It's cleared out by Valshi. Okay, here's Jadon Sancho standing over this corner. He puts the ball in. Koundé with the header. This player's in the way. Here's Sancho. He's taken out by Valshi. Just going to move this ball around. Take care of it. Look after it. Well done, Barella. There's a Delo. Ooh, Sancho's onside. Slipped in behind. Sancho runs to the byline. Adeyemi didn't show himself enough. That cutback had Adeyemi's name all over it, but he didn't want it. There's Bernardo. Plays it forward. Oh, well done, Inacio. He's alert and ready to intercept that pass. Barella's tackled by Bernarde. Here's Petkovic. Mbeumo. Aronson. Mbeumo. Oh, he couldn't make that pass from Aronson. Koundé was there. Just De Jong. Don't know what this guy's playing at. That heavy touch, but he does recover. There's Rashford. Adeyemi. Adeyemi threw on goal and the keeper denies me. I think that's our first major threat on the goal. There's Bernardo on the left hand side up against Delo. Delo doing well to hold him off. Delo, fantastic defending there. And now we can come with the ball. Here's Sancho. Switch of play into Rashford. Just about makes it into Rashford. And someone's handled the ball and I'm assuming it's Rashford. Brandon Aronson's got a yellow card. Shaw. I see that running behind from Adeyemi. Shaw into Adeyemi. Fantastic combination. Nice ball. Well taken. I don't want him to celebrate against his former club, so we're just going to do that. So Karim Adeyemi bags a goal against RB Salzburg, and we've taken the lead. It's 1-0. Just one more look at this goal. Luke Shaw plays a nice ball over the top. Decent volley. Keeper, he could have done a bit better if I'm honest with you. So Mbeumo on the left hand side to put this ball in. Ball comes in. Delo with the header. It's fallen to Adeyemi and we can turn and possibly go on a break. Here's Rashford. Pace abusing down that left hand side. I have Sancho on that far post. Sancho, couldn't beat Bernardo in the air. Oh my god. How have we not scored from that counter attack? But another player, Nicolas Capaldo, he's in the book now. So that's two players in that midfield in the book for RB Salzburg. They may need to be careful going forward. Okay, so we have the second half kicked off now in the World Stadium. I don't know if that's RB Salzburg's actual stadium or that's a generic stadium on FIFA. Because what I do before I start a save, I change the names of certain stadiums of teams around Europe and teams, all the teams in England. So that even includes League Two. Like I do all the stadiums, just so when I'm playing EFL Cup and stuff like that, we're not getting no generic stadium name. And I may have missed Salzburg. that's a possibility. So if that isn't the real stadium name, let me know in the comment section below, and I apologize, because it's a generic stadium name, possibly. Okay, so there's Wirtz playing it off to the left. Luke Shaw. Anarcio's fairly comfortable in this game, if I'm honest with you. We haven't had too many like scary moments. We've had a few, but nothing that we couldn't deal with in a composed manner. There's Sancho into Barella. Adeyemi. Sancho. Jadon Sancho does well to draw the player in. Bernardo. Sancho runs round Bernardo, gives it to Adeyemi on the edge of the box. He takes a shot, and the keeper again denies me. Adeyemi looking to get that brace. Keeper gets a hand to it, gets both hands to it. Looks like we got a free kick now. 72 minutes on the clock. Tchouameni puts the ball down. It's probably just gonna be a quick free kick. Yeah, it's just gonna be a quick one. Koundé. Rashford moves the ball into his right foot, runs to his right, and Ugini comes across, puts in a nice challenge, and Buemo's tackled. We are winning the ball back really quickly once we lose it, which is good. No, nothing challenging the keeper there. Okay, so we're just adding fresh legs for the sake of it now. So Podence is now on for Sancho. Just seeing if I can switch things up, create more openings with different players that have different styles. Podence, obviously, he's a guy that loves running in behind, whereas Sancho likes the ball to feet. So maybe we can exploit Podence a bit more, because he can mix it up. He can have the ball at his feet, and he can run at people and run in behind. So let's see if that adds an advantage on the right hand side. Here's Mbeumo into Bernardo. I just hope they don't get an equalizer. It's Aronson. Mbeumo. I called it, man. I called it. I could see it happening. We weren't doing enough to separate ourselves, and that's for me to blame. Like, that's on me. I blame myself for that. I can't call scripting. I can't say the odds were against them and they found a way to get back because EA helped them. It was literally me. I should have done enough up front, and then Buemo has gone and equalized for Salzburg late on in the game. There's 2 legs. I'm confident that we'll win the tie still. There's De Jong, Rashford, De Jong. That's exactly what I'm saying, guys. That is exactly what I'm saying. You don't have to sweat it. When things like that don't go your way, when things are starting to pile on top of you, or you feel like you're getting shed, just be cool, be composed. Because if you have a team full of winners, you'll find a way to win, and that's what it looks like we're about to do. Frankie De Jong with a nice finish on the edge of the box, inside the box just about, in fact, curls it into the opposite corner, and we're 2-1 up straight after conceding the equalizer. Okay, so we ended up winning 2-1 against RB Salzburg. I mean, we did concede an annoying goal, but I mean, I'm not annoyed with my performance. I feel like we played really well, kept the ball moving, we kept coming back at them. Once we lost the ball, we always looked to win the ball back straight away and attack. And eventually we conceded, but we bounced back straight away. It's pretty much been the theme of the game. And yeah, we're going to go into the menus, and yeah, it's going to be huge anticipation for this cup final against Leicester City, because I don't know what Leicester City we're going to get. Thank you to those who've managed to subscribe to the channel already. We managed to hit 100 subscribers. Now our next milestone is 300. Also, if you're enjoying my content, please remember to subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell just so you're notified once I've uploaded. Okay, now let's get back to the video. Okay, so we're in the menus now. I'm just sorting out the training schedule because we had a training session straight after that match, but we have a lot of players that are knackered and tired, and I do want most of the first team fit for the final. So yeah, we're just gonna rest, and hopefully my players are fresh for that encounter at Wembley. We're just going to quickly take a look at some players that are out on loan, see how they're getting on. Koja, his overall's gone up by 1, overall 76 now. Theodore Schubert, his overall's now 72, he's gone up by 4 this season. Elliot Payne, overall 73, overall gone up by 2. Beveridge, overall's gone up by 1. I feel like he's stagnating in his development. He's still 19 years of age, but I signed him when he was 16 and his overall was like 67. So the fact that he's only gone up by 4 in the last couple of seasons, it's kind of worrying. Isaac Brown, his overall's gone up by 1, overall 76, 20 years of age, out on loan to Benfica. I feel like he could possibly be around the first team next season. Possibly. Sorry, I forgot to actually switch the view, so now you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so Owen Stokes, overall 73, plays for Sporting Lisbon at the moment. He's gone up by 2. Walsh has not grown. Definitely going to move him on in the summer. No time for that. Brian Anderson, overall 72, has gone up by 2 this season. Has he even got any games under his belt? Some of these guys haven't even played because of how narrow the database is in FIFA. But yeah, Justin Shelton, overall 75, gone up by 1. Soto, he's gone up by 4 in the space of a couple of weeks. He's gone to, actually no, he did grow while he was at my club a bit. When did he leave? He left when his overall was 78, 79. So he's gone up by either 2 or 3. That's still impressive for a couple of weeks. So yeah, he's out on loan to Borussia Dortmund. He's doing well. Reeve, he's gone up by 2. He went out on loan when his overall was 80. He's doing well at Aston Villa. Mayat, he hasn't grown a bit. I mean, he has a lot of time. Left backs sometimes take time to grow. Charlie Steele, doing well at Ajax. So yeah, a lot of these academy graduates, some of the players that are poached from other clubs, they are doing well out on loan. There's a lot of players that I can see breaking into the first team next season. It's just about making that pathway, creating a pathway, just so I can usher them in. We do have a lot of quality players on our first team, and yeah, it will be really difficult next season to try get Isaac Brown into like the contention of being a starter as a centre back or someone that comes off the bench, because we do possess a lot of good centre backs. So in terms of like competition for spaces and the pathway for the youth, it's going to be really hard going into the next season trying to create space for youth players to actually come up. I may have to sell a few players, cause a couple of shocks here and there, but that's if we go beyond this season. Okay, so we have a 17-year-old player called Elliot Carey. He's a centre mid. I'm trying to change him into a CDM. We haven't produced enough really good CDMs in this save, and I'm quite looking forward to using him. His potential is from 91 to 94. So yeah, once I switch him to a CDM, I'm hoping that his overall will jump up. So yeah, without further ado, there we go. He's jumped up to 63. So yeah, he's definitely compatible to be a CDM. So what I'm going to do now is just take a look at his individual attributes as a CDM and try to work on them. So he still has a lot to do and a lot to work on in terms of his defensive side of things, like stand tackling, defensive awareness definitely needs to go up, and interceptions. So yeah, all the playmaking stuff and the anchorman stuff can come afterwards. But yeah, we are going to work on his ball winning. His defensive work rate isn't good for CDM as well, so it definitely needs to be high. I wish his attacking work rate was medium, because yeah, he's probably going to try to get further forward too often, and that's something I don't like to see in my CDMs, like them being out of position and leaving spaces for the opposition to exploit. Okay, so this is the starting 11 that I'm going to use for this cup final, and we have rotated quite a lot. So as you can see, we have Matt Turner in goal. We are going to take the captain band off him. We have Jakob at the back with Ferrara, Nasu and Shaw. In the middle, we have Schumanni, De Jong and Rumpfer. Pedence is on the right, Willis is in the middle, and Sancho's on the left. On the bench of Leonards, Wirtz, Barella, Shatiri, Williams, Kunde and De Gea. So yeah, like I said, it's not even quite rotated. It is heavily rotated, but it's still a good enough side to go and bring the trophy back to Old Trafford. So I am stuck in between who I should pick for captaincy. I might go for Ignacio or Pedence, But Podence is a legend, so we are going to give this to Podence. So yeah, Podence is the captain for this game. He's going to lead us out against Leicester City. We're playing 5 minutes per half. Don't know why I'm telling you that. Yeah, let's get into this final and get this trophy over the line. Okay, so here we go. Highly anticipated match against Leicester City at Wembley Stadium is here. We're walking past this trophy. Podence leading the side out. I am confident that we can get a victory. Leicester haven't caused me any issues since maybe the first season. They were around the second season a bit. My fans are the loudest in this stadium. Okay, so everything's kicked off. We can hear the United fans. So that there is extra motivation for me to start this game off positively. So yeah, we're attacking to the right, Leicester attacking to the left. There's shade as they come forward straight away, and Nesri is playing off the right. He's cutting in. Well done, won the ball back. Really composed at the back as well. Here's Schumanni, Podence, Jakob running down the right hand side. Guerrero tries to take me out. He fails. Podence takes too long to get the ball out of his feet to be the positive side. As we are close to half time. 40 minutes on the clock. We have Rompha on the ball. Plays it to his left. Shaw. Sancho. Shade puts in a really good tackle. Sancho showboating. Caught in possession. It's Podence on this right hand side. I'll put this ball into the box. Willis. I don't know why it switched me off of Willis. Ricardo gets it cleared. Ricardo Pereira. 1 minute added on. Well done, Ferrara. Oh, turn. Sancho turns. Willis. Oh, it's a poor pass from Sancho, man. Really poor first half from my players. I could care less about Leicester's performance. Our passing has not been clicking. Final third, we've been poor. We've not found space to actually get shots off. We haven't even had a shot on target. So yeah, definitely massive improvements need to be made in the second half. Okay, live from Wembley. We are kicking off for the second half. So it looks like Leicester have made a change at half time. Pereira may have taken a knock. Well, not may have. He did take a knock. I wonder who they brought on. They probably brought on Justin. Yeah, they did. It's a good sub. I think Justin, in my save, is potentially better than Ricardo Pereira at this point. There's Jakob into Ferrara. Inacio. Shaw. De Jong. There's Willis being hounded by Justin. Sancho. Oh, that poor pass on the inside. Just doesn't make it to its target. Okay, so Willis plays Podence in behind. Podence with a chip. Podence does it. The captain leads by example. Daniel Podence. And this is exactly why he got a new contract. This is exactly why he's still here after so much competition has been brought into the club to try and knock him out of his spot. And he is still here, standing tall, chipping keepers in the cup final. Daniel Podence helps us take the lead. What a way for us to take the lead. Okay, magnificent goal from Podence. Magnificent goal from Podence. 1-0 to United in this cup final. It's looking good for us at the moment. I mean, that's the first shot on target and we scored from it. It's nothing to be complaining about. Okay, so we can definitely go ahead and take control of this game now. We are going to drop down to balance as soon as we don't have to chase anymore. Just have to take care of this ball, move it around, create more openings. There's Shaw. Sancho tries to cut in on his right foot. Sancho almost won a throw-in, but he got the last touch. Throw-in's taken as Laporte. Plays up the field. Madueke loses the aerial battle to Ferrara. In fact, he didn't even contest in that battle. Here's Willis, who's dropped deep. Poor pass. I was aiming it for Rumpfer, but we're not going to complain. Here's Madueke. Guerrero. Oh, Madueke plays over the top. Who's this? Baumgartner takes a shot, and a nice block is made by Ferrara to prevent them from getting a shot on target. Okay, so 63 minutes played. Leicester City have a corner on this left-hand side. Madueke puts it in. Oh, Guerrero gets a flick onto it. Baumgartner tries to shoot outside the box. It's blocked. However, Leicester City still have dangerous possession, and they put the ball in. Madueke puts a nice ball in, and Laporte is there on that far post to volley it in. Really unlikely that he would be the guy to score, and he's done it. Matt Turner doesn't even try. He just turns. He turns away. He turns away. It's almost as if he's disgusted by the fact that Luke Shaw's left Laporte in so much space. He's just like, no, I'm not even going to try. That's how it comes across to me. Okay, so it's been a while since I've not played Brandon Williams as a left back since FIFA 20. And we are going to be deploying him at left back, taking off Luke Shaw. Rumpfer is off. We are bringing on Wirtz. We are trying to add some firepower in that midfield, because we can get some goals from our midfielders. Wirtz is quite good at arriving late for the cutbacks. So Pedence, he's the byline specialist. Maybe if I target that byline on that right hand side, we can probably get a goal out of it. Here's Ferrara. Shermani into Pedence. Wirtz. Oh my god. Runs in behind, takes so much time. By the time I'm ready to pass the ball, I'm already closed down by the opposition. We'll put in, and Matt Turner just about comes. In fact, he wouldn't have come if I weren't holding triangle, which is really upsetting. Here's Sancho. Shermani. Oh, what is De Jong doing, man? He's coming off for that. Tackles his own player. What is this guy on? He must have smoked something before this match. Okay, so yeah, I don't know the fate yet. I won't know until we get into the menu, because yeah, they changed the rules of this competition and we don't make it to the final personally. Okay, so it is extra time. I was right then. So yeah, we're in extra time against Leicester City. Everything's kicked off for the first half. We can make one last change. I'm pretty sure that change will be Barella on for De Jong. De Jong's been really quiet in this game. Hasn't really dominated the midfield or dictated the tempo like he normally does. There's Williams. De Jong. There's Shermani. Back into De Jong. De Jong, first time shot. Martinez with the save. It almost crept in. Almost crept in. I was just complaining that he wasn't involved in the game at all, and he almost scores. There's not Rashford. Sancho plays it to his right hand side. Pedence plays it back into the center. Sancho. Van der Beek. Leonards. Shot blocked by Laporte. Brandon Williams. No one's supporting him. He's actually trapped. Yeah, no one was supporting him. This is shocking football at the moment for my players. Okay, so here's Williams. Inacio switches play. Jakob takes it down. Pedence at that very precious byline. I'm at the byline. I'm at the byline. Oh my god. Why not? Why not? Why couldn't you just play it in? Oh my god. I was at the byline. It's almost like a signature move in wrestling. When the player lines up for that signature move, you know something's about to go down, and then that guy just comes in, that last minute reversal move. So penalties it is, guys. Penalties it is. I mean, I do have a good record in the save. I mean, I have lost some penalties before, but I've won majority of my penalty shootouts. Okay, so it's time to actually set up the order. So I want De Jong. De Jong's a good finisher. He's quite composed. He's got poor penalty stats, but we can make that work. We can make that work. Okay, yeah, let's get into this shootout. Hopefully they're taking it first. And we're taking it first. Of course. So Florian Wirtz stepping up for the first penalty at Wembley in this shootout. You know I'm going top left. It's about hitting it sweetly enough. Keeper stood in one spot. It's 1-0. And Nesri puts it in bottom right. 1-1. Barella now. Barella, quite decent at penalties. Saved. Martinez. Important save. Kubo. Ooh, save from Matt Turner. Still 1-1. Daniel Podence, the guy who opened the scoring. It's first time having the captaincy. Leads by example. Puts his penalty away. 2-1. So Baumgartner puts... Ooh, he's missed. I thought that was going in. It's 2-1. Can we make it 3-1? Frankie de Jong had a quiet game. Puts it away. 3-1. Needed him in this moment and he stepped up. Hurst up against Matt Turner. Can Turner be the hero? Can Hurst be the villain? And he is the villain. Matt Turner looks to... Matt Turner is the hero. There we go. We got the trophy. Oh, for a second, I thought that ball was going to bounce in. We've seen it happen before. The suspense is crazy. Look at this. This is the weirdest way to save a penalty. He had to come back and make the second save as well. Oh my God. Okay, there we have it. We are champions again. Carabao Cup, 2 seasons in a row. We have won 3-1 on penalties. Leicester City put up a really good fight. They made everything hard, made the midfield congested, could barely put passes together in the middle. Just about found a way to wiggle onto that byline towards the end of the second half of extra time, and still we met a closed door. We just kept running into closed doors, running into brick walls, and just not finding ways to break this team down. I guess penalties was the only way we was gonna do this. So yeah, it's time for the trophy ceremony. Okay, so yeah, I've been waffling a lot. I do need to take a breather a bit. So yeah, Daniel Podence stepping up to lift this trophy. So this is going to be our 3rd EFL Cup trophy in this save. And it's going to be lifted by himself, Daniel Podence. The legend of this save. I'm telling you, this guy, he's going to go down in folklore on this channel. Oh, what a way to actually clinch this trophy. I'm actually on edge. I'm on edge right now.
For further updates outside of the channel, please be sure to follow me on Instagram at RomelHD so you get further updates such as me premiering a video, if I'm recording a video or making new content, and also when I'm about to upload. So follow me on Instagram at RomelHD.
So we got our third EFL Cup trophy in the bag now. Now it's time to take a look at the calendar, because we did play 2 games off camera, and I must say it did not go our way in both games. So we managed to drop 4 points. Not 4 points. 5 points. That's it. We dropped 5 points. 5 points out of 6. So we drew 2-2 against Blackburn Rovers, and we also lost 2-1 against Chelsea. I mean, if I recorded that would have been really good content. I kind of wish I recorded it on camera. But yeah, we ended up losing 2-1 to Chelsea. So we're going to head over to the Premier League table, take a look at how that reflects on the table now. Well, I already know we have 73 points. Just need to take a look at the other teams. So Chelsea, they have 61 points on the table. Liverpool are 3rd with 55 points, and Arsenal are 4th with 53 points. Chelsea are 2nd, by the way. Almost left that out. So in terms of the gap between me and Chelsea, we are 8 points ahead of them, but we still have a game in hand. Chelsea have played 29 games. Liverpool also have 2 games in hand on Chelsea. So Liverpool still have a chance to catch up to them and be level on points with them. Arsenal, they have 53 points. They also have 2 games in hand. But if they win both those games, they can go up to 59 points. So that top 4 battle, is really close at the moment. Manchester City are not too far behind Arsenal as well. Tottenham, they are a bit of a distance away from the team that's second place, which is Chelsea. They have 45 points and they're sixth place, and there is a chance that they can actually creep into top four. They just have to rely on poor results from Arsenal and City, possibly Liverpool as well. They have an opportunity or a chance to drop in terms of their space or their spot in the table. I don't feel like anybody can catch up to us. I feel like we can lose like the next 2 games and we still kind of be safe. I don't know what it is. My confidence in the league is just, you just can't touch my confidence at the moment. We've got 80 goals for us. We've only conceded 20 goals. So yeah, I think that's just a little minor hiccup, a minor little blip in the road to the trophy, on the road to the league title, I should say. And I see myself probably blitzing the rest of the games. I know I drop points. I know you can't predict what's going to happen. But the rest of these games, like, I do believe we can still go on a good run. Okay, so we've also been hit with an injury for Luke Shaw. He's out for 4 weeks, so he's going to be missing a month's worth of football. We do have Cucurella, and I do have Mayat, who's out on loan. I can recall him if Cucurella just can't handle the workload of having to play week in, week out until Luke Shaw's back. We do have Cabejo. He can play as a left back. He's also left-footed as well, so that's also a last resort option. Okay, so it's the last game of this episode. It's the second leg against RB Salzburg. I know this is probably not the opposition where you expect me to like highlight it, but it's the Champions League, and Champions League is always important. It's always crucial. You can never underestimate whatever side you play against, because look, the tie is still close. It's still only 2-1, so we still have a job to do. So yeah, we are going to be fielding a really strong side. Nothing is changing. The lows at the back with Kunde and Nasser Cucurella. The Hayes in goal. Barella's in the midfield with De Jong and Wirtz. Sancho's on the right. Adeyemi's in the middle, and Rashford's on the left. They're pretty much starting the same players as last time, but I have noticed that Sesko is on the team sheet now. So maybe they might start off really strong. So yeah, let's get into the game and see how everything unfolds. I really like this side. I've done content on my channel before, but the videos are now private because I hated the quality and how they came out. And just looking back on it, it's a bit cringe. But yeah, Real Madrid are no longer in the draw, so my revenge this season has kind of gone out the window. So I do kind of like this kind of tie because it's not the hardest of ties. But it is. I don't want to do this to this team. But this is the team that I'm facing off against. Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin in the Champions League quarterfinals. And we are going to be playing the first leg away from home. We're going to be playing in the Olympic Stadion. And the other ties, we have Paris Saint-Germain up against Chelsea. Spurs up against Juventus. And then we have Atletico Madrid up against Porto. So from what I've noticed in my save, English football is kind of dominating at the moment. There's always like multiple sides or multiple teams in the last 8 or maybe last 4, and normally we see the English sides in the final. So yeah, this is a good look for English football, but I don't want to see these guys, Chelsea and Spurs, in the semi-final. I'm selfish. I want to be the only English side that's up there. But yeah, enough of that waffling. We have come to the end of the episode anyway. At the moment, as you can see, the table's still the same. We haven't played any league games yet. In terms of like the next episode, yeah, you should expect me to be playing up against Hertha Berlin. So you'll see me face Hertha Berlin, and it kind of has to be Brentford if you think about it. So yeah, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to play Hertha Berlin, Brentford in between, Hertha Berlin again. That's the next episode. And the other episode is going to be semi-finals, Premier League game in between, semi-finals, second leg. But yeah, that's pretty much the template of how I'm going to do it. So yeah, if you made it this far in this episode, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, drop some comments below, and also share with your mates, just so we can expand and broaden our horizons and also achieve that 300 milestone that we're planning to achieve on this channel. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys in episode 60.